It's Tuesday, and we are live, people. What's happening? What are we doing today? Eating a couple Oreos. You share? Don, unfinished. Lars, how goes it, guys? I'm so not getting along with all this cold wind. Reach through the lens. I don't think they're going to make it. That's not going to push through there. And I'm telling you what, about 8 o'clock hit and my head got a little clogged up. I hate it. Did anybody get to see the thumbnail? To see what the heck it is? Are you? All right. Tom, how goes it? Second grandson was born on Thursday, 8:14 a.m. in Tiffin, Ohio, and moved to Toledo for lung problems. All. And Ridley had some issues, but she got stuck in the incubator with a CPAP, and she pulled through. So I'm sure your little one will pull through too, Tom. Yes and no. Old McDonald. Um, there were power supplies, internet, all kinds of fun stuff. It's in a party bus that is coming back for us to replace a couple parts. Jason is actually tracking down a couple circuit boards for the heater blowers. We got all the other stuff going except for the other cabin lights we have to work on once it comes back. But it was definitely a fun project. Tom, we got a couple Hemis getting lifters. We got a Dodge truck and a Charger or Challenger, one or the other. Both tapping away. Hey, I have a new niece that was born on Thursday. Also, I want to say it may have been in the morning. Also, let me see. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't have all the details. I'm left out of that information, but Needs a cam, and there is a core charge on it. Oh, ah, a damn core charge, huh? You gonna regrind them? Ugh. Uh, Dakota, what's happening? Dan on a dang phone, man. That's answering people on um, my shorts and everything else too. How's Mr. Dan and Dakota doing? You guys got any projects going on? You guys get the Camaro going? Or wait a minute. Yeah. Isn't that what you were working on, Dakota, you and your dad? Making a Yankee out of a Dakota. Uh-oh. Hundreds of miles south of him. Of Dakota? Oh, wow. That sucks. Well, fortunately, oh, you're in Florida? Dang. Camaro needs wet sanded and buffed. I'm having the front and back windows installed tomorrow. Hell yeah. That's progress, man. I remember those days. I loved it. I loved when the glass went in. You guys using the original glass, or did you get the fitting, the well, what the hell do they call it? Full fitting or something like that? There's no window moldings. There's just like rubber gaskets against the edges. It looks so sweet. Hey, bro. I really don't know if go. I'll definitely race you. Oh. But Dakota, they have glass on for front and rear that actually fills up the whole window opening, where there's no window moldings whatsoever. Yeah, I've got my original glass in mind, but I'm gonna make a goal to get those other ones put in because, dude, they look so badass with that glass. Everything's just completely flush. The whole body is just flush with it. It's awesome. No, there's no trim whatsoever. Flush fit, looks modern. Yeah, look it up. You'll shit. It's a really slick looking window. But I definitely want to have that done with mine. Let's see. Shield. Euro style. I don't know. You're up to 632. I've got 610, I think. 51 watch hours. That's all? God, that sucks. Yeah, here's a good picture of one. No trim, no nothing. Channel to channel. Super clean looking. And the back glass does the same thing. There's the shoot. There's the back glass. Classic Industries has them. Almost looks too crisp. Man, the wind just kicked up big time. I can hear my garbage can sliding down the driveway. Oh no. This T-top 4i has no door frame around the window. What? Blacked out edges. Yeah, it looks badass. Oh, crispy. I tried to get him to come get our tires, but the other guy, I guess, pays us for them. So, yeah, it is interesting. I've already looked into it. The Classic Industries can ship it, but yeah, very inside joke. But I'm going to look at we got a local Resto World that I'm going to see if they can't get them so I don't have to pay shipping. Because shipping on the glass was like $50 a piece, I think. So you're saying the T-top Fox body still had full frame doors? BNR, what's up, man? They use convertible doors and glass and mirrors. Oh. Yeah, Jason, if you look back Thursday at 8:15 a.m., his grandbaby was born. Another day at work done. Hell yes. It's funny, we complain about sitting at home and doing nothing, but yet when we go to work, we want to go home and do nothing. Sorry, not sorry. One of those scenarios. 3:17. Okay, I couldn't remember what time she was born. Side windows what? Oh, interchange, but I believe they're different part numbers. Probably have to be adjusted to go up more on a convertible. Not over 450 horse, but probably 600 foot-pounds of torque. $449. 8:14 a.m. Yeah. She has an Irish name, born at 317, which is St. Patrick's Day. And that is the day Hannah told us she was expecting. Nice. So Owen is 7 hours older, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. I'm about to go back over and play with this other Pontiac that I built last year. The dude hasn't touched it. So I have to go over and wire everything. And make sure the firing order and everything's good on it, because he took everything back off to put it in the car. I don't understand. T-top and very used. Very something. Same mirrors from 83, 87, 88. His first year for separate convertible mirrors, and last year for T-tops. That's good to know, Dan. T-tops in Mert. Okay. I was born at 7:11 p.m. and weighed 7 pounds 11 ounces. I weigh lots more now. She did it with no drugs. Congrats to her. None of my kids could do that. $230, $240, $50, $110, $113. Advertise overlap. Oh, nice. I think that's similar to the camshaft that we put in that other Firebird and that other 400 that I did. Explains your defects. The engine mounts in this T-top are weird. They look like a LS mount. Maybe they had an LS in it. No drugs, but his ears are about 2 foot longer after she let go. Yeah, it's like the same size lift that we put in that other one. Actually, no, I think it was probably only a 490 lift. Now that I think about it, it wasn't a 520. Yeah, this dude's supposed to get that car in the garage so I can go over and get everything wired up. And it's still sitting in the driveway, covered up. Coupes and hatchbacks probably. Huh. Why would they change it? I don't get it. It's just confusing. focus. There. How's that? That look any better? Probably not. I have snow coming? No. Big rust repair we took on? Yes. Luckily, our Pops is a body man. That is correct. He saved me on this truck too because I thought it was going to be a same job as I've done on a few, and this thing has turned into a damn nightmare. And then the parts we got, they weren't stamped right, so we had to cut those and make those fit. But that's cool about having Pops as body man. Because Ford. Well, broke your screen. All right. Yeah. Some of the things they do to program a PCM are aggravating. Like today, I did a 2009 F250, and all I had to do was program the PATs. Relearn the key, done, started. The, what is it, 2013? Exact same PCM, but because it has so many other options, I had to program all that crap in it before it let me program the PATs. But yeah, I don't know why they have to make us jump through hoops to do all that crap. But luckily, the scanner I have now prompts me to do all of that in the correct order. And Hunter will tell you he does not like doing exhaust manifolds on the 6.2 Fords. He did one, and it was leaking so bad you couldn't tell the other side was leaking. You really couldn't see it. So he took all that time and, come on, get out of there. Got everything done, got it all back together, started it up, and the other side is leaking so bad. So pulled that side apart, and man, it totally sucked. He had to evac the AC and everything to do that manifold. 79, 80, 81, and 82 Stings are identical, but all have different instrument panel. Okay. I got out of water pump replacement on a Ford 3.5 V6. Yeah, I don't mind doing them though. I rather enjoy doing them. I can do them pretty quick. Hey, Mohawk. Thank you. Tell Jason too. It's his grandbaby. FE Fords are hard too, I hear. FE, that's big block Ford, the old school. Like 460. I've done a few of those, but I didn't mind them so much because they actually had 3/8 bolts, if that's what you're referring to. They actually had big bolts rather than 8mm that they put in everything now. Anybody know if it's easy to fix a leaking radiator? I would really not have to spend big money on a new one. Now, is it copper or aluminum? Coppers they can send out to fix. Aluminum you can too, but by the time you're done, you could just buy a new radiator. Typically the studs are only in either end just to line everything up. Oh.
She just woke up.
Oh, and she's burping. Say hi. Where are you going?
Hi, Peanut.
This is the 3-month-old grandbaby, Ridley. Yeah, if you got a local radiator shop, they can fix it for you real quick.
Oh, I do. Hi.
Grandbaby time, yep.
Always. Ain't that right? Huh? They always. Yeah.
It's actually a little girl.
Big girl. Yeah. Hi, honey. Are you going to say hi to Papa?
It looks like I'm about to throw up.
Big girl.
She's a peach.
Hi.
You ready to go wobbly? Whoa. What are you trying to jump? You can't do that yet. I never dropped a baby. Much.
I so beg to differ on that.
Thursday, mine will be spending a few days with us. Heck yeah. I see my brats and all of them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Or you could try soldering. Yeah, you could do that too.
She's everywhere.
Too much going on down here, huh? What? You gonna talk to me like you did upstairs? Huh? What? Come on, tell me. You was talking like crazy upstairs. Come on. No. Oldest grandbaby's 15 months.
Is my hand good?
You know, my oldest is 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got too damn many right now. I dropped my nephew once when the lazy boy went over on its side. I get the blame for all his bad actions still. Yeah, it's kind of hard to control where they go when the furniture gets tipped over. What? Isn't that funny? Oh, really? Starting would probably be all right, at least for a while. Dad soldered his 80 Pinto radiator. Yeah. Dude, mine was soldered forever and did fine. It just wouldn't cool once I put the big motor in. So it's now sitting out, laying there collecting dust. It is not hard at all. Whoa. Yep, there's videos.
You eating your hand?
Unfinished, what's happening? I'm going to be smoking me a ham for Thanksgiving, and my brother Jeremy is doing the turkey, and then Jason, he threatened to do a pulled ham or something like that. He told me about it at work today, and I'm like, I got to know about this. 3:39. Old McDonald, I'll eat it all. I've had deep fried turkey. It's not bad. I just don't like the grease. Smoked turkey is fantabulous because it's got all the smoky flavor in it. I smoked a turkey and I've also smoked a ham, and the ham turned out better than the turkey. So Jeremy's doing the turkey. Unfinished, would you want to take on that electrical job that I showed in my thumbnail? I like the deep fried turkey legs that are sold at Renaissance. Yep. Yeah, the ones this year were dry as a freaking popcorn fart, man. They sucked. It's going to be, yeah. Yep. I got to message my dad real quick. He forgets all the time. I can count on one hand the times that I've had an enjoyable turkey. I like it when it's right. Yeah. Spooky ringtone. They do that's year round. Sorry, I forgot again. You're welcome. Yep, got to take a nap afterwards. So the first turkey I smoked come out dry as a bone. Sorry, chaps, got busy cleaning the pew pew cabinet ref. Dude, you're good. Always got to clean them. Popcorn shrimp farts are better. I can't eat any shrimp or crab, anything after I had Rona. It tastes like dirt now, and I hate it because I loved smoked shrimp. Um, but unfinished. The first turkey I smoked was really, really dry. I cooked it too long. The other one I did, fantastic. I know what to do now. Um, it is so juicy. It's so good. Have you ever? No, I've not been to Mackinac, but I've heard about it. Dad deep fries them every year. Well, I just try to steer clear of the grease. It tastes good.
I feel like this look. Oh yeah, it's great. I feel like this look is giving much.
Dude, if I eat too much grease, it not only it tears my stomach up. I rarely ever eat fast food. We haven't done ours yet. We're gonna do ours on Thursday, and then um, and hopefully not again. So we used to go to 3 or 4 a year just to visit everybody, and it's not happening no more. What's your electrical project? I'll tackle it. Twisty ties and electrical save. Well, there's a party bus we had at the shop, and just gotta fix a few things in it. It was, from what I heard, it used to belong to a Cincinnati Bengal, and run him and his buddies around, things like that. And then it went up for sale, and it was well used. Duct tape over the electrical tape. That'll look fantastic. Well, it gets covered up when you're all done, so you'll never see it. Got some coke in the electronics. Maybe. This thing's got so much. I mean, there's so much IR all over this thing where you can control everything from a remote. The feds will never find it. And then all the internet, all the heat and AC, and that's what we were trying to fix was the heat because the blowers weren't working. There's 4 blowers in this thing in the back, and it actually has engine coolant running through the heater lines, which is kind of odd because the heater's so high in the back. I didn't think that was a thing, but I guess it is. Coke not the problem. Will smell sweet when the wiring catches fire. I love you guys. But Freon's full, so that's a plus. But yeah, I had sent all the pictures to Jason, and he's looking up and found. Hopefully, he found the circuit board we need. But once we get it, then we'll call him back in and do the rest. They flushed that coke down the toilet when the feds went after Waylon Jennings. This one doesn't have a toilet. It's got everything but a bathroom. I mean, this thing's 1.5 miles long. That was Waylon's pet bear. I have it. Forgot to drop it off. I'll be in tomorrow. Okay, cool. Okay. What was Waylon's pet bear? Cocaine? The cocaine bear? Later, Mohawk. Thanks for stopping in, man. Happy Thanksgiving. No. What the heck was that? It was a Dodge Sprinter. It was a something coach. Something coach. Mercedes. Same thing. But I can't remember something coach. Owned the Cocaine Bear. Oh, nice. Custom Coach? Is that what it's called? I think. Maybe that's what it was. But regardless, this thing was lit up on the inside and everything. 2 gigantic TVs, one in the front, one in the back. I don't know. I'd kind of like to watch that myself, Dan. Anyway, yeah, we had some weirdos run through the shop today, but for what little bit we got going on, it's been fun. I think next week we'll start on doing those lifters. One's going through an extended warranty. The other one's guys just paying out of pocket to get it done. Still got an LS rebuild to do. Actually, no, we're not rebuilding it. It's getting an engine. And then we got an engine coming up. Happy early Thanksgiving to you too, Lars. We got I think a 2.4 to do in a Equinox. And then possibly a Hyundai engine. So we'll see about that too. We have Confucius.
No, not
What up?
Hopefully my voice stays around long enough I can stay on here. Yeah, those Sprinter fans, they come in everybody's name. There's literally Freightliners, Dodges.
I think it was a custom coach, if I remember right. If Bobby was on here, he would know.
Well, that's definitely a custom coach, but yeah.
I think that's what it was actually called, was a custom coach. But it's pimp. I mean, it was done right. It looked really damn good.
What sucks is that company that makes those electronics went out of business. Like, they went bankrupt. That's why I had to come up with this. If I explained it to you, you're going to be like, what? I'm just going to have to come and wire it. I did notice that it had a 3-speed fan. It's not going to have a 3-speed fan anymore. It's only going to be a 2-speed fan because
I'm sure you'd be okay with that.
Nobody makes a 2-speed or a 3-speed fan box.
Not the Roach Coach. I love the Roach Coach.
Mm-hmm.
The dude with the revolving channel names.
Need to bring back the Roach Coach. They're all gone.
Did they close it all?
Yeah, they're all gone. Yeah.
Oh,
there was a company when I was working down. Remember when I was working at Beaver Creek and then in downtown, like off and on there, right before I had my last surgery. Oh, you get a kick out of this if you remember this name, Jody Beaupre.
Oh yeah.
His family bought out what was left of, because they owned some deli up on Main Street.
Mm-hmm.
And they took over like 3 of those Roach Coaches, which their food was awesome, but I don't remember exactly what happened, but it was like, and they were even letting
I see Jody at the store every once in a while still.
Yeah, and they were even letting us run tabs on them and everything, and like one day they just quit showing up. We're like, well, where the hell is the Roach Coach? And they're like, oh, they had to close up. Like, I think it was health department reasons or something. And I was like, I was sad because That was nice, man. You get a biscuit and gravy and some,
Oh man, they had some good food.
and the coffee they had on there was bomb. So yeah,
Used to be Roach Coach come by my old job 10 years ago. Yeah, that's probably about the time they started going out.
yeah. I remember when
They
Uncle
came-
Steve worked down there right next to Howard Johnson. Is that what it was called? And they would give him all the stuff that was left over for the day, and he'd bring it home, and we would chow down on that stuff, man.
Yep.
But yeah, I felt bad for him because I thought it was a really good idea to, like, not like a mass-produced thing to be like a hometown, and their food was good,
That's not what that was called. It just popped into my head for a second, and I just forgot it. It was called something else. Johnson's Catering.
Yeah.
It was Johnson's.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about the heater core on that thing being in a weird spot.
Yeah.
So I ran into something that I've never ran into before. Something called a hydronic furnace. It's a diesel powered boiler. It's in a motorhome, like the big coaches, like the big buses.
Yeah.
And then it pumps coolant through, and it's not actual. It looks like antifreeze, but
I'm not sure, old man. Where are they at?
They're in Columbus. They're by National Trails. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're on Refugee Road. Remember when the cars would go down and they had to close the road at the end of the track?
Yeah.
So they could go across into the field? They live on that road just further down.
Okay.
I only know that because, watching it. But then back when Bill was bracket racing, we get to shooting the shit every now and again. He used to come down
to kill that hydraulic furnace.
It's called a hydronic furnace.
Hydronic.
Yeah. So what it does is you gotta, because it's a diesel coach, so this thing can run off a diesel. It's like a little injector burner. It's a boiler, and it boils this heating fluid. It's a heat exchanger fluid. It's not like it looks like green antifreeze. Excuse me. I hope my voice doesn't go out. Yeah, cold climate school buses, right? And so it heats that fluid up, and then it circulates it through the coach, and it's got like 4 or 5 different zones, and it has little radiators, little heater cores or heat exchangers, and almost like a computer fan. It just barely blows air past it. But man, they are a pain in the ass to get parts for. They don't make them anymore. I guess they where they started using them was on boats back in the day. And
does that Mercedes have an auxiliary lift pump to help get that up there, or does it use
it probably does? Yeah, more than likely it does.
Because I'm sure that would probably make that water pump struggle pretty good to get that coolant that high.
It probably has a they call them zone pumps. And that's the other thing those hydronic heaters have is, so every zone has its own lift pump where it tees off. If it doesn't want it, then it shuts that off, and then the coolant bypasses it until it wants to pull it up through the tee and go into that heat exchanger. I mean, it's a neat idea.
It'd be cool to plumb some radiant heating. So I thought because it had that big, huge dome on the top, and it looked like a big circle, I thought it had like a heating element in it. It blew the heat down. I don't even know what the hell that thing is up there, other than maybe internet.
It's probably the satellite. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a satellite dish. Yeah.
Pulling that back off there and seeing the heater core and the evaporator, I'm like, oh, okay. There is coolant lines.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the hydronic heat's pretty interesting. But what's really, really interesting about them is, so those coaches, when they're plugged in, their water heaters are electric only. So the way they do it is so you don't have to run the diesel. Mm-hmm. It runs the water heater also is teed into that, which heats up not only your drinking water, or your shower water, whatever you want to call it, but then it also heats up that heating fluid. These people that I've been working on their camper, they're staying over there in that new part at McMahon's where it's not McMahon's, it's something else. They bought the land and they're redoing it. Kind of doing a really nice job, by the way. It's just going in stages. But I
They're
fucking
trying to do that to all of those over there.
Oh, I hope they do, because it's a moneymaker. Because that's all the people that travel, and like they come here for like a contract job for a month or a couple months or a year or whatever. These people are from Alaska. That's why this coach has this weird heating system.
Yeah.
And so, oh, I lost where I was at. I'm sorry. My brain is cold,
Dude, you're good.
kicking my ass. Anyway, it's really neat idea. Like, it's really cool idea.
Steam to make the air conditioning. Can you imagine having one of them old original AC units in one of them campers? That thing was 8 feet high.
You know, those were the best ones. That, like, I've literally been in a coach that was 40 years old, and every stinking appliance worked in it. Like, nothing was wrong with it. I went to look at a water heater the other day. They said their water heater wasn't lighting, and
Usually all full of lead and asbestos, though.
It's usually the control board, the igniter board, that goes bad in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what turns the gas on and turns on. Dude, this thing was like the water heater in the house. Like, it was all mechanical. It had a thermocoupler, and that went to the gas valve, and it had a high limit switch, and that was it. And the only reason it wouldn't light was because, of course, you have to manually light the pilot. You know, you got to go down, like in the basement, you go down, you turn the valve.
I hate doing that. God, I don't miss doing that.
Mine went out the other day. That thing's been, it's 15 years old, never had a problem with it. Yeah. And it was when I got sick last week. I was feeling like crap, and my Cindy gets home from work. She was like, or no, she got home from being with Hannah, and she went to bed. Well, I got up. You know how it is, her working nights, and I get up, she's going to bed. She's like, I got news for you. I was like, oh God, what? You know, what the hell happened? She's like, there's no hot water. I'm like, what? Like, so I come down here, it's been so long, I didn't even remember how to light the damn thing. I found the instructions are still laying on top of it, you know.
Mine are still in the side pocket of the new one.
Yeah, because if you remember, mine went out, Dad's went out, and Mike and April's went out, and yours went out. All at the same time. And I'm like,
mine was about a month after.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was like, yeah, I'm ready to do some water heater shit. I'm pro at it, you know. And yeah, I had to get the book out, and I looked in there. It looked okay. Well, you know, same difference on the old coach. I took the thermocoupler out, and it was all burned up. Well, what's funny is when mine went out, I went out that day and went and got an $8 thermocoupler. Like, I know that's what it needs. So I was like, oh, this has like a house water heater thermocoupler in there. Like, oh gosh, you'll probably never find one of them. And I was like, well, I just so happen to have one. So I stuck that thing in there, lit that dude up, no problem.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing, and everything in that coach worked. The refrigerator worked, the air conditioner worked, and like you said, that air conditioner is huge. The old school, they were, oh shit, what were they called? Crap, I can't think of who makes them. You got your Dometics and that's the new one, the Dometics and the, oh crap, I can't think what it is. Anyway, the old style one, but this one like had an extra fan on top.
Yeah.
Like the new ones now only have one motor that drives the evaporator fan and the condenser fan. This sucker had this big giant fan on top of it, and it all worked still. You know.
Wow.
So,
now, I put one of those damn Rheem water heaters in mine, and it had an electronic igniter. And it quit working about 2 months after having it. And when I called him to talk to him about it, I had to take the damn thing back, the whole water heater.
Really?
To exchange it. Yeah.
Was it the one that was under recall?
I don't think so.
Because when I started looking mine up, it said there were certain ones that were under recall. And
no, I don't think it was recall.
Mine. But yeah, it wasn't mine.
They couldn't warranty that igniter because it was old.
Oh, okay.
So they changed the whole design. So I had to take the whole goddamn
Yeah.
water heater out
Well,
and
that's
go exchange it for the
so
updated.
that's what the warranty was they would send you a whole new burn pot,
Mhm.
igniter, the whole dealy duker, and have some, professional put it in. But honestly, ever since I've lit that fucker, it ain't went out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I did go and get on my way home after putting that one in. I'm like, if I have this thing, I won't need it. So I've got
Right.
one sitting in my van.
So where did you end up finding that board?
Well, so when I looked at that night,
What happened was
what had happened was, so when I looked at that night, I'm like, okay, so literally it's just a fan control, and when it calls for heat or if it calls for air.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to looking at it, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know what this is. So in probably your camper, you've got a I got to think of the name of it. The ones I keep replacing. Anyway, the control boxes in them are really robust and they're really good. Like I have a Furrion digital control in my camper, and it's a piece of shit. I hate it. It only has 3 wires from the thermostat up to the control board, and it's digital. It screws up all the time, and everybody on all our groups hates them. So they convert them back to,
old school.
But they convert them back to analog.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I found. So I saw that, and I'm like, okay, I can get the analog box. So all the relays are controlled by 12-volt DC, which is what the thermostat runs off of. In a camper, your house is 24-volt. The only problem is, and it's not really a problem, is when the relay is open to turn the fan on high or low, well, the relay has 110 passing through it, but 12 volts is what's controlling the coil. So what we're going to have to do is run 12 volts to the 110 power, and then we're going to have to run. It's going to be.
What's up, Dylan?
Buckeye goofballs. We handed Indiana their ass.
Oh God, bad.
I honestly did not think it was going to be
from the rip. No.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a good game.
Well, I knew it was going to be a big game because they're like the only undefeated team in the Big Ten.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, this is going to be, it's going to be close. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh shit. The one thing I missed though was, what was the big penalty where we were like first and 57 or something? Yeah, like it was first and something, and they said, oh, he just went 48 yards and it's still second down. I'm like, and I can't find it. Like, I haven't watched the whole replay yet. But I'm like, what the fuck? That's all right. I like I said, I don't care about Indiana. I love Indiana. It's the game this week's the one that I want to see somebody get their ass handed to them.
What time did I get her to ask? So you can't convert a house thermostat to work on a 12-volt?
You can. You got to get a stepper that steps it from 12 volts up to 24. But it's stupid because I can get a thermostat for your camper for $10.
Well, I had replaced mine once.
Yeah.
With the old analog that was in it.
Yeah. Now, I have seen guys get. There's a certain model number of Honeywell. It's a digital, and it has a battery. It runs off a little 1.5 volt battery, and I've seen guys use that, and it controls everything. Fuck.
Okay.
Sorry.
To be honest, I haven't seen any sports balls game since I was in middle school. I just don't have time to watch anything.
Yeah,
dude. In most days, I turn it on and do my thing and just listen.
Dylan, I was all over the place Saturday. So yeah, it was like people were texting me like, "You watching the game, dude?" Blah, blah. Well, I have this little pop up that stays up on my phone, just shows me the scoring, and I can click on. It'll kind of tell you, what yard they are and everything. And they're like, "They're getting
big plays."
Like, yeah, and I was like, I just had too much crap to do. Like I was, well, I was going to get that thermistor. It was like I'm too busy. I was sick. I was sick Thursday and Friday, really bad, where I couldn't even get out of bed. And then, I said, I feel better today. I just sound like crap.
I've converted a lot of my stuff in the camper over to home stuff, like my faucet.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But the drain baskets are different than your home drain baskets.
Yes.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
When I watch stuff, it's either YouTube or like a turned off.
Exactly. That's all I watch, Dylan, is YouTube. Yeah. Actually, I have YouTube TV. That's how I watch the football games because
I'm getting ready to switch up. How much you paying?
A lot of times I can't watch it upstairs because we don't have like Big Ten Network or whatever it's on, which all the Ohio State games been on all the big channels this year because they're ranked real well. It's like NFL, you gotta,
How much you paying for that, Jason?
It's not cheap, dude. It's like $59 a month. So you better.
It's cheaper than Spectrum.
Well, and what's really nice is you can every TV in the house, all the kids in the house can watch, set up their own account. They can set up 6 accounts.
Yeah, so that's what I need.
I actually canceled it, but I have it until the end of the month so I can watch, the game this week, and which the game this week's definitely going to be on network TV. But
Dan, it's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Now I got a line on really nice programmable thermostats are $20.
That's all?
For RVs, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But Dan was talking about Brickyard. I said, we're going to Indy 500 this year. I've never been.
Yeah.
We're taking the new Pimp de Jour. We haven't even shown everybody this thing yet, have we?
You did on Facebook that one thing, but that was it.
It's so sweet, dude. I went today and took a video through it. I forgot how nice it was, and so
why don't you put it on YouTube?
I'm going to. That's why I did the video today, but I don't know how. I don't think you can hear my voice very well, so I'll probably wait and do like a voiceover on it, or maybe But it's just so nice. Like I'm glad because the one I thought I wanted, he actually wanted more money, but it was a bigger one and it had a GM drivetrain in it.
Yeah.
But it was for 10 people, and dude, it was just wore out where all the kids had been in it. Like all the upholstery was effed up, just everything just showing a lot of wear. And then and then the other 2 he has are a brand I don't like. And then I was like, I narrowed it down to the Jayco or the I can't even Fleetwood, I think it is, a Leprechaun. Jayco's a Red Hawk, the one we had. It's a Red Hawk, and it's just so nice. It's so nice.
Oh God, my back is killing me.
Yeah, exactly, Twisted. Yeah, I do not watch NFL football. Fuck them. College kids don't do that stupid shit.
Oh.
But
hate our team anyway.
This is so nice. See if I can find that picture. I don't think I have the pictures on my phone. It's weird. I think it's on this computer.
Dude, I want to go
to Indy.
Hell yes.
Well, we'll be leaving Thursday, and we'll be coming back Tuesday. Actually, we might be leaving Wednesday. Might have to bring a tent. Here's a picture of it. Probably not a good picture of it though. It's sweet.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it's on a E450 chassis. It's got the V10 in it. It's not a dual cam V10. It's a single cam V10. It only has like 50,000 miles. So I think before we go to Indy, though, we're going to put some spark plugs in that bad lad before we have problems with it.
What'd you say?
I said,
You gonna do what?
It's got like 55,000 miles on it. I said, before we go to Indy, I think we're going to change the spark plugs just to be safe.
Yeah. That would probably be a good idea. Haul around that big freaking tank behind it.
Yeah, it's so nice, man. And I got a hell of a deal on it. Here it is in the here. And I was able to assume his lease on the storage. There it is in the.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's where we keep it. See his big ass boat next to it.
Yeah.
So that was where one of them said, he was like, yeah, I kind of did a thing. I sold the first one and I bought me a toy. He's like, you'll see it when you get to go. And I went to see it, check on it today, and I was like, damn, Tom. But the one
that's not a 2 plug per cylinder.
No.
I don't know if they ever did that to the V10.
No, that was like the 6.2, like what's in Hunter's truck.
They did the 4 or 5.2, 5.4.
5.4, yeah. The AAA trucks had that, remember?
Yeah, they sucked.
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy.
Pain in the ass.
Oh. Boxing or UFC I watch, but all sports stuff I can't get into. Not exciting or interesting. Dude, I dig it. You know, to be honest, the only reason I started watching football is because every time I went to, when I was married, we go to her dad's house for, holidays, watching football. That's all it was on. And I couldn't put my nose in my phone or do anything else because, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. And I was like, ugh. So I started watching. So, and it kind of just, I don't want to say it pushed me into it, but I just got used to it. But it doesn't hurt my feelings if I can't watch because I get updates on my phone too. But there are days I'm so busy that I never even turn the game on.
Yeah.
But if it's a Bengals game, I'll turn on the
it's not a 3-valve either, Dan. That's what's really nice about it too. It's the heavy duty crap. They don't
you.
He literally he passed on all the rentals that are already scheduled, all the deposits. He offered me the website. I didn't really want it because it was his was old and clunky, and I was like, I really don't need that, especially for the money the guy wanted to maintain it. And I'm like, nah, I can kind of do that crap myself. And once he gets rid of all of them, he has one of those tow bar rigs that goes on the front of the truck.
Oh,
so
boy.
So you can pull the truck. Well, you can pull the truck behind the camper and go deliver it, drop it off, and then drive the truck back.
Oh, gotcha. I got you.
Just my truck, we can put the transfer case in neutral, so I can pull it without having any problem.
Yeah, I was just thinking, you just did that one tow bar on that one camper.
Oh, no, it's not like that fucking thing. I will never do another one of those. That guy kissed my ass too. He is such a big, whiny pain, dude.
So he wouldn't leave you alone?
Oh no, and then he yeah. And that last time I worked on it, he was like, well, I'm gonna need a receipt for replacing that step or whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, no. And he got a hold of me like 3 or 4 times, and I just ignored him. And he was like, I want you to come out and change the oil and winterize this thing. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Like, you're such a authority on all this shit. Like when he was complaining about the pins on it, I had it upside down, and I'm like, the pin goes this way. Like, you don't. There's no like, it doesn't. He could not get it.
How can it be upside down?
I had to literally draw it out for him. He's like, well, wasn't there 2 plates and you put one on each side? I'm like, no, it was one big fucking plate and I bolted to the front. He's like, well, you must.
He may have looked like an old design, and you had a newer design.
And then he was like, well, you must have put it upside down. I said, it doesn't matter. You flip it upside down, it's still, the pin still goes in the same. And this guy was one of Hannah's college professors.
Oh.
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I couldn't stand him. I was done with him. I am done with him. Not was, am. Yeah,
He is a professor.
I was like, oh yeah.
He probably can't put on his own damn
This
wiper
guy,
blades.
this guy influenced children. You know, like he's an idiot.
Lord help us.
And he didn't even need that for that small car. Like all he needed to do was get a tow dolly and be done with it. He didn't need all that shit. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, he probably wanted to be like his buddies. They're all doing it. I'm going to do it too. Dan, there's a lot of those. He
That's
thinks he
big.
knows.
That's a big truck. Yeah, mine is a big truck. That camper pull. Hell, it's got a class 5 hitch on it. It better pull my truck, because I'm going to pull my damn car trailer, my race car with it a couple times, I think. You know? But yeah, he left me so much shit in that thing, man. Coffee pot, toaster, all the dishes, all the linens, piles of fucking towels. Like he just loaded it up. He's a super nice guy. He just wanted out. He was done. He'd been doing it he retired 20 years ago. He's been doing it since he retired. He's like,
Oh, wow.
it's time for me to officially retire. Well, when I called the bank about the loan, I told them how much he wanted. They sent me the sheet over, all the option sheet. Check all the options off. Sent it back to us. And they were like, is this price right that he's asking for it? I was like, yeah, that's what he told me. And they were like, dude, this thing MSRP's for like twice that much. I was like, I know. So it was no problem getting the loan on it. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, he just wants out. Like he's done. He had 8 of them at one time.
God.
Well,
And
when
he
you
was-
drive by Phillips, you know, and all those buildings are out there, you can see them off
Yeah.
the highway. The very last building, at one point, he had the whole backside of that building was full of his RVs.
Wow.
So now he's down to one. He has 3 RVs now in the boat. Of course, I mean, mine's still in there, but that's my storage spot now, you
Right.
know.
Yeah, I was going to look into putting my camper over there, but you're not allowed to work on it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do anything. Like I can't even have a mess in there. Like, oh, they got lines painted inside. Like, this is your area. This is the walkway. Like, all this has to be clear.
Mhm.
There's no electricity in there anyway. So why
Why do you have so many? You rented them out. Made money.
Made good money. You should see the spreadsheets he sent me on what this one makes a year. It's good money. And that's passive income. That thing, you know, you just load them up in it and Optimum camper for every site. He didn't even camp. He doesn't even use them. He actually is going to rent mine for Kentucky Derby this year to take his wife to Kentucky Derby. He texted me that this morning. He says, hey, before you start, I want to reserve for Kentucky Derby. I was like, I
Yeah.
got you, Tom.
What's that thing rent at?
Well, I'm working on that. He rented it for $250 a night, minimum 3-night stay. First 300 miles are free. Every mile after that's 25 cents. So here's the deal: if I rent it myself, I'm going to have to pay some really fucking expensive insurance. But if I rent it through Outdoorsy, they take 25% of whatever you want, and they have like $1 million policy, all this stuff, and they do everything. They do they background check everybody. They do everything. So it's probably going to be listed on Outdoorsy for like $300 a night to cover that part of it.
Right.
And then on my side, it'll probably be $250. I need to come up with like a friends and family deal, you know. But I mean, it's costing me money every month. Let me tell you, I got to pay storage, insurance, you know, the payments on it, maintenance on it. But
So
it's pretty
what
cool.
happens if you have to fix something?
If I have to fix something, what are you talking about?
The people that you rent it from break something.
Well, they have to pay for it. If it's their fault, they pay for it.
Yeah.
If they wreck it, they have to pay the deductible. Of course, you get a deposit on it too. You know, $500 up front, because when they bring it back, it's supposed to be full fuel because they're picking up full fuel.
Yeah.
If they don't dump it, you know, you charge them $50 to dump it. If it needs cleaned, like, you know, a lot of people no pets or whatever, you know, and I'm like, I don't really want to do no pets, but you know, if I find one of them pissed in there or something, well, I'm going to charge you a $300 cleaning fee, which, you know, is normal stuff. And then you can charge a delivery fee. It's a very, if you look it up, it's a pretty lucrative job to do.
It don't sound bad.
No, it ain't.
But would you go to it to fix it, or
depending on how far away it is? If it's real far away, I'll just feel like, call somebody and find them. And I mean, that's how I met him. Was a matter of fact, the one I bought, was up north. It was up north of Greenville. I don't even remember what town it was. It was someplace I've never been. There was a music festival up there at a big farm, and the power had went out. And dude, it was like 4th of July weekend. It was hotter than hell, and it was a whole family, and they had little kids, and I mean, they're just blistering hot. And what it was the transfer switch that goes from the generator to the shore power had shorted out, so nothing would work. And what I did, I just I bypassed it where they could they had shore power there. They didn't have to have the generator. So I bypassed it. I just, you know, put all the wires together, capped it together, plugged it in, left. She paid me my normal price and tipped me $100, and he paid her back and then paid me to put a transfer switch in it. And then I've worked on every one of those ever since. Like, he's been super. I mean, he's just a nice guy, you know. But it's hard to find RV guys because they're, you know. I got another story to tell you about that too, but that's not on here. But somebody pissed me off in their live the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
they can kiss my ass if they're on here.
I heard Camping World's about to go out.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're just stupid. Well, see, what's happened is all the gouge loans and shit they sent out, they're all coming back and biting them in the ass.
Oh. Yeah, I heard that and was like, well, that's not good.
Good for me. You don't threaten me with a good time. That's right. Definitely not you, Dylan. I don't think anybody in here was there when it happened, but it was pretty fucking rude. It was pretty fucking rude.
Can't please everybody, bro. You know that.
Well, it's all these guys are getting these fucking big heads like they're hot shit, you know. And they started out where all of us did.
Well, all the real people don't get cocky.
Yeah. All the fuck sticks do. I'm not going there, Old Don. That's between me and him and the fence post.
But the real people, you know, stay real. You know, the other ones hide behind dumb shit.
Yeah.
And that's typically what
I
happens.
shouldn't even brought it up. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I'm not going to ask you.
No, I
We'll
mean,
find out later.
I just being in the, yeah, that's not fair to them. I shouldn't have brought it up, but I'm just not
Well,
that guy. Like
Everybody here
yeah,
knows you and wouldn't.
yeah. Like I said, I've never been that way. Like I've had
I'm
some
too old to
people
be
that are-
cocky.
I've had some pretty, some people that are pretty annoying all my life, but I'm always cool with them.
Mhm. Same.
Too old to be exactly what we're talking. Yeah.
I've had some annoying mofos on here that I should have kicked, but didn't.
It's just it's just sad that it's guys that started out same time as me. We've all been cool. We've always helped each other out, and then now so and so's they got all these sponsors and they're all hot shit, and it's like now they can talk down to people, and it's like no, not cool. Yeah, but anyway, just a hillbilly from Indiana. You're damn right. God love Indiana.
I'm surprised I'm still. I love you, man. You send me
Yeah,
good
you're
pictures
good.
from the Northern Lights too.
Yeah, that's so cool, man.
Wonder where Colleen is. It's odd that we haven't seen her.
I think Buff Del Campo's live, I think. He's probably there. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully we can get that thing. We'll get it figured out. Like I said, it's just not going to have a 3-piece face.
He brought his Tahoe in.
I was going to show you these weird motor mounts, Dan. I was being a smart ass when I said that, by the way. Here's the motor mount that normally bolts to the Fox chassis, right? But then you bolt this plate to it.
That looks like LS mounts.
It looks like an LS motor. It bolts right to that, that goes right on the frame. It's really weird.
In other words,
Yes. Yes. I think I got to looking underneath of it, and man, so they put a whole floorboard in the driver's side. It needs finished. They didn't tack like the like where the transmission cross member melts in. They didn't tack that back to the floor.
it's a unibody. That's a must.
Yeah, I know. They did put frame connectors on
I'm
it.
at work. Got to lock up soon. All right, Wendy, take it easy.
Take it easy, Wendy. Yeah.
Dan, you ain't never pissed us off. You said some weird shit, but that's just that we do the same thing. But you fit in.
Nobody talks down on anybody. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I never scoff. I've never scoffed at someone's comment and talked down to them like they're, and then somebody else chimes in and says the same thing because they're kissing their ass. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
No, and no. You better get
Yeah,
being taken.
that is true, Levi. I mean, you gotta have some thick skin, but it was just, I don't know. I guess it was just
taking it too far.
Yeah, it was just the whole situation. It was like,
where's my Packard buddy? Well, he was a troll. Brian, what's up,
brother? It's Shipbreak. Yeah, where is old what's his name? Millworm.
Big Perm.
Big Perm, yeah.
Hey,
Wah!
I'm so excited.
You so excited? Say hi, Uncle Jason.
Hi, Uncle Jason.
Yeah, Dean does have some
Here,
weird shit.
it's a mouse.
Jason.
No, I don't even. Yeah, I don't. John Millworm, yeah.
Hi, Pepper. Bye, Pepper.
She says, "Hi, Uncle Jason. Nice to see you." And you weren't paying attention.
Hi, baby. I'm sorry.
Night, I love you.
I was not paying attention. Hi, Morgan. Nice to see
I
you.
love you.
Good night. Love
She
you.
says, "I love you."
Love you, baby.
Come on, baby.
I was over here.
You go to your big girl bed.
Say
What
night-night.
the hell?
Night night. Love you.
John
John
Millworm
Millworm.
down here, and I don't even want to know what it was. Something just went boom over there, like by the laundry room, and I don't know if the cat knocked something off or what. But
So excited, just can't hide it. She's been
Yeah,
sleeping in her toddler bed, and she has been excited as
it
hell.
wasn't Tony's live. I don't watch that. I haven't watched his lives.
No, Tony enjoyed talking with you, so I don't see
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have been an
Yeah,
issue.
he actually was cool with me. Tony was always cool with me.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that shit. He doesn't scoff at people's stuff, even if it's a stupid question. He's like, okay, let's talk about this for a minute.
And
piece of beer. Yeah, that may have been it. It wasn't mine, but yeah, mine's are on here. Who's starting shit? I finished it. I mean, it's already squashed. I'm done with it. I just these fucking caps on these things are on there. It was just it was situational. Maybe it was just me being a Karen.
I'm trying to assemble a team of trolls.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to make like a troll army.
We have to make new channels.
I mean, I can text these guys and let them know who it was.
Yeah.
It would be funny to go.
I still got my backup channel, but I used it when they tried to do away with me.
Really, well, I guess what really bothers me is like the guy's always been like really cool, down to earth, and it's like all of a sudden, you know, they start getting this whole, you know, like, all right, very good.
Well, it's just like old fucking Big Perm. I just, rode his energy. I took it from him.
That guy was
And-
fucking awesome.
I didn't give up.
Yeah, the old Mick Ultras, yeah. Brian, how in the hell you been, buddy? I haven't seen.
It's been a little while. I think he got mad at me because I didn't come to No Names, but I couldn't drive by myself that far.
Hello, my troll friends. I would like to be speaking to you, please. This is Sasha.
Good God.
Working my ass off. I heard that, brother. Well, I officially have
I know
screwed
you're
around
not.
and took a whole year up. So who was it? Who was this millworm? Oh, we still don't. He said, no, I ain't mad.
You don't remember him?
You don't remember Millworm doing when he came in? It was.
He was trying to bash on me and
I think
Jason's mom.
I think it was Dr. Art. I think that's who it was. myself.
It could have been,
But
but
It was
now
funny
that
as
everybody
shit.
hears us
It
talking
was
about
funny
him,
as shit.
he's gonna
Yeah, he
pop
kind
up
of backed her. Yeah, and he said he was my real dad and all this.
here. Sorry to burst your bubble there, baby, but I
It
frankly don't give a damn.
was funny. He was like, "I'm gonna need you to come over here and work on my brakes, boy." And I'm like, "Oh, no problem. You want me to work on your brakes?"
Work on your mom's brakes too.
Iron Cabral.
Oh,
God, and that's another guy I haven't watched for fucking ever because I just can't deal with it. I guess he was really giving,
cross members on my truck. They rusted. Oh yeah, that's fun.
Like spark plug wires. Yeah. To replace shock mounted crosswind. Oh, you're like, yeah. Yeah, I own a Dodge truck. I know all about that, Brian. I just been.
But at least they're easy to change.
I've been doing that whole front end on my truck, man. It was all
JB, what's going on, man?
JB, SOB. Happy Tuesday, brother man.
I'm gonna have to see if you can sharpen that.
Me?
No, JB.
Oh, JB is shocking. Take it easy, Tom. Have a good week, brother. Have a happy Thanksgiving, too.
Later, Tom.
No. Oh, Chevys are, yeah, really notorious for it.
Shock towers?
What's that one? The one cross member in the back that holds the gas tank up?
Oh, yeah.
Those
Okay.
are really bad for that. I can't even see it. That's what your old lady said, JB.
Oh. Ow.
Yup, those. Brian said, yup, those.
Yep. Take the bed off, gas tank out, everything.
Yeah, it's doable, though. There are lots of videos on YouTube about it.
Dude, they have everything replaceable on that.
Yeah. JB. I'm just fucking with you, JB. You know.
Step today. Going
If
over
I wasn't
the
messing with you,
rock.
you'd think I was mad at you, wouldn't you?
That sucks, old man. Old McDonald.
Oh, no. My truck out of the truck, yeah.
Pretty holy. Splash them.
You got a Ford, though, don't you, Dan? It's probably not a tube. That was the problem. That they made those cross members tubes, and they had nowhere to drain.
Oh no, they had drains, but they made them concaved.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, brilliant idea.
Good idea.
Hydroformed frame for extra strength. Okay, so you formed metal with water. Brilliant. It's already rusted.
Dumbasses.
Dumbass. Yeah.
That Knight's truck. Once we're all done with it, I'm hoping I'll ever see it.
And you can just grind the rivets off and go buy a new cross member and bolt it in that old Ford.
Yeah. Yep.
And Chevy.
Well, same thing with that Chevy. You got to cut the
yeah.
rivets off, and then you can bolt them back in.
I thought that part was welded in back there in the back.
The one round one is, but the other one's riveted.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, where he said the shock mount. Yeah, the shock mount you can grind out. Because, yeah, you can get that. I did a Dorman kit with that one time. Nice.
Damn. Indy swap meet this Sunday.
Man, I miss my old V6 Dakota. That thing was freaking.
Dude, I drove the shit out of it too.
Hunter, fuck that truck up.
Man,
the guys, old man's garage, the kids had one. And they just raffled it off. I bought a spot on it. It was a gold one. It was just like mine, long bed, standard cab, V6. I obviously didn't win it, but I did buy a spot on it, though. I'm like, man, I'm kind of partial to them Dakotas.
Yeah, I used it to do all kinds of stuff because my red truck was broke.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I had that thing plumb to the piled up in a triangle to the top roof of the truck, and I had a 5x8 trailer firewood.
Yeah, I remember.
And the transmission was broke, but I was easy on it. Of course, as soon as Hunter got it, it blew up.
Well, he ran it into the goddamn river too.
And then I put well, remember that right before he started driving it that winter, I went through that whole truck. I put all new brakes, all new brake lines. We bought that later model transmission that Jason from Amoco helped me with get set up in it. And I mean, that
replaced the tail housing on it.
It was perfect. And give 16-year-old kids something, they're just going to tear the hell out of it.
Dude, he's putting more money in his 14 truck than I have in my 13.
It's a Ford.
Did he tell you how bad those wheel bearings were?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the problem with those, the solid axle trucks. They're four-wheel drive, and it's got that old style suspension on it. It's hard on shit. And then
I know, but he's never easy on it, though.
Remember them weirdo upper ball joints on mine?
Oh yeah,
It's not
the
even
ones
a
that
ball
actually
joint.
had play in them.
It's a pin, and it's supposed to. It's fucking weird. I've got the ball joints and the bearing, and I got a new axle for the left side. I want to do that whole left side now. But dude, I actually enjoy driving that truck again after doing the one side and the tie rod ends, and I want to get 2 more KO3s for it for the front, but not right now. Luckily, it can just stay parked on the side of the house in front of the camper. It's fine over there. It's got a good spot for the winter. I did drive. I took it out and drove it the other day. Like I said, I actually enjoy driving it.
Yeah, once I rebuilt mine, I actually didn't rebuild it. I just did inner tie rod and outer tie rod and tires. And
does that one have a rack and pinion steering on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's nice about those, man. Those new
dude,
trucks.
it turns so tight.
Well, the new, like the F-150s with the electric steering, they're so freaking nice.
Dude, we had a 19 Dodge come in yesterday, that the power steering quit working. It's electronic. It blew a 125 amp fuse on the battery.
Yikes. Oh, for the power steering?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that, yeah.
So I jumped it so that we could move it.
Yeah.
And the rack and pinions on our national back order. And he said there might be an ETA of 1 month.
The Dodge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Eco Diesel.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's the same diesel that's in that Sprinter. That's the Mercedes diesel that's in those.
Yeah, did I tell you I did an intake on one of them?
Yeah.
I was ready to
I
shoot
did one on a
myself in the
Sprinter
foot.
at the county. I was about to lose my mind. It took me like 3 days.
No, it took me one whole day, but I hated it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. Took you a second.
that direct injection had those intake ports so gummed up.
All coked
like,
up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you like barely put your pinky through it. In the new one, I bet it had 1.25 inch opening.
Yeah.
On each runner. That direct injected it gums it up so fast.
You know, you're actually supposed to put in the wintertime to not have that happen. Volkswagen, the Volkswagen Audi group,
mm-hmm.
They suggest that, like, say you got a 30-gallon fuel tank, diesel, they say you should put 3 gallons of gasoline, then fill it up with diesel. So it'll help it start in the wintertime and it won't coke up the runners.
Really?
What will they F up next? Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
Don't ask. Because they will show you.
Cars do not have belts anymore. Just going to let you know. There are some cars that don't have belts.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Good freaking Lord, man.
Yeah, like your hybrid cars don't have belts. They don't have alternators. They don't have the steering's electric. The AC is electric.
They have alternators. They were just ran by an electric motor.
Mm-hmm. No, it runs off the hybrid drive. The hybrid drive is
So the Nissan Leaf
mm-hmm.
has no belt, and it's an electronic generator.
It's got a power-driven generator. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then the Toyota's the starter motor that
mm-hmm.
starts the gasoline engine. Once it starts, it's direct drive. It never comes out of the flywheel. Once the engine starts running, it switches over to an alternating current generator.
Right. Just like the rear wheel bearings do.
But it's AC voltage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to a converter, which, it charges the hybrid battery, and then it's fucking weird.
The rear wheel bearings on the Priuses are AC current as they're driving.
Yeah. What's it called? A generative charging.
Yes.
Something like that.
So Bobby's actually talking about, because the county is got approved to go to a couple EVs.
Yeah.
And they're talking about equipping us with a charger,
Yeah.
and they'll pay us to have it there.
Yeah.
But we can use it to diagnose the car and everything else.
Well, you guys work on the not the county, but the parks, the Five Rivers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, right before I left, they were getting ready to buy some EVs. They were putting chargers in over at Eastern where I worked.
Well, Five Rivers is now got approval to get a couple.
It's happening. It's
Well, you heard about 700 Advanced Auto Parts closing on the Eastern Seaboard or Western. California, Washington.
Because all their stupid emissions laws.
Well, the emissions laws, the EVs, everything's against them. They have no business.
Mm-hmm. And then the when you're camping in California and Washington State and all that shit, you cannot run a generator. There's something else I just read in the RV magazine. People are pissed. They're moving out in droves. They're just like, fuck it,
I think it's something about the dumping stations too. There's
probably
dumping stations. What was it?
They stank.
I never went to Advance. Well, we don't go to AutoZone.
California is just a cesspool of shit, period.
That's why that part of the United States is falling off.
It's just slowly just.
Flyover County's rock, yeah. Yeah, we used to buy everything from Advance Auto.
I still buy a lot of shit at Advance.
Well, I still do too, but AutoZone and O'Reilly's is turning white box.
Yeah.
Everything.
I just can't stand the people that they employ. Like, I think the kids from McDonald's walk over to AutoZone and get a job.
Yep. Well, it's funny you say that. So you go to Kroger's for how many years? Okay. Not a lot of the same people went to the new one. But then you go to Meijer, Walmart, you see them there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one kid I remember seeing, actually went to school with Abby, was at Kroger's on Burkhart, went to Woodman, went to Meijer, and now he's at freaking Walmart. I saw him tonight picking up Morgan's meds. That or he's got a second job, one or the other. I don't know. Our O'Reillys around here are idiots. You have to show them how to look parts up. And if they can't look up a vehicle, they won't look your part up.
Nope.
Just like AutoZone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's something else about fucking Camping World. And I really mean that one too.
Smythe is badass.
They do not sell any of their repair parts anymore to the public. I went in there the other day. I needed a toilet valve. I bought 20 of them from them. I go in there. That whole side is just like accessories and all this bullshit and bicycles and everything. I'm like, where are all the parts? And the lady looks at me. She's like, parts? I'm like, yeah, I need parts. I was like, I'm an RV repair tech. I need parts. We don't sell parts to the public. I'm like, I'm not the fucking public. I'm an RV repair tech. I need parts.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck am I supposed to get parts? I look up parts. It says come here. We don't sell parts to the public. I'm like, where's your fucking parts at? They put them all over at the service center.
So you're not public, but they still
I walked
sell
my
you.
happy ass up to the service center, and I walked in there. I said, why can't I buy parts? I was like, I'm an RV repair tech. We don't sell parts to the public, sir. I was like, I'm not the fucking public. I'm an RV tech. I can outwork probably half the guys in here. Like, why don't you sell? Oh, I was so pissed. I was like, okay, this will be the last fucking time I come back here.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're going down quick, dude. They're grasping for straws is what they're doing.
Well, the guy that we know that works over there.
Oh yeah, he's like the general manager or whatever for sales. He doesn't even do any of that shit. Yeah. Did you ever bring that old Mustang back and get the carburetor fixed on it or fuel pump or whatever it was?
No,
Okay.
nope, haven't seen him. I don't think he's been driving it.
Yeah.
That or he got mad at over something. I don't know.
I think it needed a fuel pump when I looked at it that day. He was like, well, I'll bring it back when it's not raining. I'm thinking, it didn't rain
No.
all summer.
No, it was the carburetor was loading up. It's like the needle and seat was stuck or something.
No, it didn't have any fuel in it. It was running out of fuel. I'm pretty
Was
sure.
that what it was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked at it and it needed a fuel pump.
Oh, okay. I thought it was puking black.
Mm-mm. No, you get on it.
There's been so many cars since then.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I could be wrong too. I mean, I'm not saying that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't like anybody taking anything from them. Like, they don't want to give anything. Yeah, but I'm like, okay, well, I mean, that's how you shoot yourself in the foot right there, bud. So if anytime anybody asks me about Camping World, I just look at them like,
And when he left that day, or maybe he brought his other car in. He's like, they're not going to be much longer for long or something like that.
oh
But
yeah,
there's
here's a good one. When we bought our camper from them, and they were pushing us all this, wanting us to buy gap insurance and all this shit and blah blah blah. And Cindy was all freaking out. I'm like, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. Don't buy it. We're not buying warranties. We're not buying gap insurance. I'm not worried about all that shit.
This is on the older camper.
Yeah, our pull behind.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my pull behind camper is newer than my motorhome that I just bought. Pull behind's a 20. This one's the motorhome's a 2017.
Yeah.
My Keystone, my bumper pull, the one I've had since it was new. And we go to close on this one, and he was like, "Oh, I just wanted to let you know that this was at Right Pat." He's like, "I just want to let you know that there's, you can't buy gap insurance on a mobile home." And Cindy was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, she was like, "Well, Camping World was trying to sell us gap insurance on our other one," and I was like, I looked at her, I'm like, "Told you." Like that, all of that stuff is biting them in the ass. Like they're probably got lawsuits on that stuff.
God, that's sorry.
Yeah, it's bad.
What the hell was it? I was trying to ask you something, but stopped.
I gotta stretch my shoulders.
It was the camper. Fuck, I can't remember.
Man, it's getting late anyway.
Yeah, my brain is fogging.
Yeah. Mine need to go night-night.
I was just going to ask you something, but I wanted to listen to what you said about the loan thing.
Yeah, it was screwed up, dude.
Since the gap insurance. The old camper. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway.
Gap insurance is it's a freaking...
Well, for other cars, it works good because if you wreck or total it, it's paid
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Well, like I got gap insurance on my truck because I knew that I was probably paying more for it than what it was worth, but it was worth it. I couldn't buy a new one for the options that one had. So, but then after a couple of years, you can call the bank and say, "Okay, I've had it long enough. We don't need to pay any more gap insurance on it now." And they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." And they'll take it off. Which I'm sure Camping World probably had some stipulation,
Right.
Because I do remember him saying that, like, "Oh, well, when you think it's, you can call and cancel." And I'm just looking at Cindy like,
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Remember West Marine that we used to send Dad down to get parts for the boats? Down off of Dixie?
"Oh, yeah, yeah.
They closed.
Oh, yeah.
So I got online to order a new impeller and everything for next year so that I didn't have to order it and wait on it. They don't ship to us. So we can't even order from them anymore.
Who?
West Marine. Yeah. So in order for me to order from West Marine now, I have to go to one of their other locations. And the closest one's in Cincinnati.
Why don't you get on, what is it? I'm looking it up here real quick.
I found parts on West Marine and then got them on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Well, you know that boat and RV accessories place is out on Suburban Drive. And then they've got another big warehouse down in Trenton, I think it is.
I forgot about that one in Suburban.
They got damn near everything you need. And if you can't get it, they'll ship it to you. And their prices are pretty good. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't believe West Marine closed. I called them and was just like, what happened to it? And they said, well, what location was it? I said, Dayton. They said, oh, well, they cut all communication off and everybody just like disappeared. It's like they locked the doors and walked away.
Huh. Well, that's like that one Adventure RVs out there off the highway there in Franklin. I've had a couple people like, it took them like 2 months to get their camper back because they just locked the doors one day and walked away.
Jesus.
Yeah. People were like, yeah, we had to call the police. We had to get a lawyer just to go get our keys.
Holy crap.
Anyway.
So what's the other one in Miamisburg that the lady's husband and whatever reopened? Which one is that?
Huh? I don't know.
I'm gonna have to find out what her name is so you can find out, because supposedly he's got a whole parts department too.
Oh, I'd really be interested in that. Yeah.
Oh, and that's why I was bringing it up.
Was it a boat and RV place? The one that was out? Because there was one out like in the country there, almost Germantown.
It's Miamisburg.
It's old
said.
Shit too.
Did they?
I need a good parts place that's close, that's got stuff, and I don't care to pay a little bit more than the stuff that I order online. But like, if I'm out for the day and I need 3 of something, and I only got 2, you know.
Where the hell's Bobby at? I know he's know who I was talking about. Damn it!
Yeah,
I'll have to ask him tomorrow.
Yeah, you can figure that out. That would be Dan Doodling. Well, I got a winterize to do at 10:30 over there, 70 and Dixie up back in that neighborhood, and I'm going to come to the shop after that. So, yeah, we can figure that out. That would be nice. I said I get most of my stuff off of Amazon. I got to be careful. Makes it. One thing I have noticed here lately, if it's a name brand, they'll actually offer you like a 3-year service thing for like a couple more bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been buying that. Like if it's something that's expensive, I'll go ahead and get the protection on it. But then like E-Trailer is pretty good. That's where I get my AC units from. Yeah. Which I actually need to look and see. They were supposed to get those. Those were supposed to be going on like super secret special here for the winter. And I was going to get I have one still I didn't sell, but I was going to get like 4 of them just to have them in stock. It is getting hard to be Amazon because they can draw off of everything. Like they can go to every warehouse there is. It's kind of like Rock Auto. That's really how Rock Auto is. Like they don't even have their own warehouse. They're just
they're
just buying shit out of everybody's back room.
We ordered timing parts for a car for Tip Top.
Yeah.
For a 3.6.
Mm-hmm.
Ordered it from GM. Okay. When we get it, it's in a Rock Auto box.
Yeah.
All AC Doco parts.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, really?
Yeah, it's just a mainframe, and it's connected to all these warehouses, and like when you see those like warehouse closeouts or whatever it is, yeah, it's just the shit everybody wants to get rid of, and they throw it in there, Yeah, I ordered something one time and I got it the same day. I'm like, where the fuck did it come from? It came from remember when Napa had their one store over there, like on McCook Avenue or wherever?
Yeah.
Downtown? Yeah. It came from there. Marked up? Question mark. What do you mean marked up?
Oh, from Rock Auto? I don't think so. We still got it at dealer cost, so I'm not real sure.
Gotta
Oh.
mark everything up. Gotta mark your shit up to make any money. RV Mobile Repair. Great Outdoors. Well, that's just repair.
That's not them,
Yeah.
although it could be.
That's in Cincinnati.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw that.
Yeah.
There's so many
Rock
on here.
Auto
I
will
got-
screw you up. You're right, Brian. You'll get like you'll be all psyched up. I got all this shit for $27, and then you want to charge you
$50 shipping.
$162 shipping.
I wonder if Bobby will remember that lady's name that we were talking to.
It's 10:30. I gotta go. We'll figure
I
it
know,
out.
he's like you when you remember names. It just goes, book. I suck at names.
And I get a brain fart on, certain things like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's an apple. Oh, I always forget
What was
about
I
that.
just doing?
Yeah.
What was I just doing? All right, cool. Well, have a good night, bro. I will
All right.
catch you tomorrow.
All right. Take it easy, peoples. Good seeing you, Brian, Dan, old McDonald. See y'all.
Definitely. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Whoever else is out there lingering, thanks for coming in and partaking. Everybody, take her easy. Lars, peace out, brother. We will catch you on the next one. Later.